everybody. That's my dog, Luca Angelo. He wanted to wait as soon as I hit live to jump up and start running around. But how y'all doing? Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. It is time for another The Challenge Chat Live. And I'm really excited about this episode. I feel like we have a lot of talking points to get through. I already know what y'all want to talk about, but of course, we're going to get through the main part of the show. Then we're going to get to Cara Maria and Laurel. I did not take any notes, but I have been on Twitter and I have grabbed a couple of screenshots. So we're going to have a good time tonight. I'm happy the challenge is back. They could have canceled them VMAs. I ain't watching no way. We could have got this episode last week. Hey, Dabu, the Anastasia, Davion, everybody out there in YouTube land, Twitter land, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoy the content, and share the content as well. I appreciate everyone's support of Kiss My Cheeks TV. Let's go ahead and just jump right into it. Let's get started. First, I want to say I have not watched the new episode of Survivor. It was a 2-hour episode last night, and I had to make a decision. I said Survivor or Cara versus Laurel. And of course, the challenge won. I wanted to see what was going down on the challenge. So I ain't watched Survivor yet because, you know, when the challenge went off, I didn't want to invest 2 hours into Survivor. So I watched Survivor tonight. I do have plans tomorrow night. So y'all, I might as well tell y'all the truth. I have a new hire on my team. So I am not working from home. I have to work in the office for training purposes. And if I was working from home, I could have easily jumped in live and then went out. But since I'm working in the office, I'm just going to go straight from the office to out. I'm not coming back home and going back out. So the live probably won't be tomorrow for Survivor. It'll probably be Saturday or Sunday. I'll throw it up there. I would throw it up on Twitter when I'm going live on Survivor. Last night, I also got caught up in The Circle. I don't know what it is about these people this season on The Circle, but I am enjoying myself. And I think I got through 2 of the 4 next episodes. So look out for The Circle this weekend as well. I ain't never going to catch up on Anonymous. I love the show. I enjoy the show. But now that football is back, I'll be watching Monday Night Football. I'm never going to catch up on that Anonymous. So maybe next season. I don't want to keep promising y'all reviews, and they probably not coming in. Next season, we're going to get into the Anonymous. Also, look out for a couple of things this weekend. I have a pretty light weekend, so I might come to YouTube for a couple of hot topics and things like that. I do not want to talk about the Diddy story. I feel like most people feel the same way about the situation. So I really don't feel like I have any 2 cents to jump in on that Diddy situation. Maybe if something really comes out while we're going through the case, I might jump on it. But I feel like I'm going to let the YouTubers who have the time and the patience to read through court documents, to try to understand court documents, report on that kind of thing. I really don't have anything to add. Like, I believe he did it, and I hope he get what he deserves for what he did, period. Anyway, let's get into the challenge. Now, for some reason, my DVR didn't want to record this week's episode of the challenge. And just because I happened to turn it on live, maybe 5 minutes into the show, I was like, oh, it's not recording. And I happened to jump in there and hit record. So I missed the first 5 minutes of the episode. I don't know what happened, but nothing too important. When I jumped into the show, it looked like Olivia was trying to drag Josh for not volunteering. Olivia, did you expect anything else from Josh? I mean, what y'all should have let Era 4 volunteer first, and then maybe he would have went through with it. But once he saw CT volunteer, I don't think anybody volunteered. I think everybody got picked. I don't recall, but I didn't expect nothing less from Josh. Who cares? I don't know why they keep casting him for the show, to be honest. But anyway, that's just me. I'm going to be nice today. But okay, who cares? It's Josh. Up next, we get Devin and Michelle. I'm gonna try my hardest not to call her Purple Jacket today. I'm gonna read her once because controversial opinion. I'm gonna read her once this episode. But we get Devin and Michelle humping in the bed. I don't care. I don't care. Y'all could have gave us a lot more of that Laurel versus Cara instead of all this other BS leading up to it. Michelle likes Devin, girl. I seen you pull fine me. That's one thing I always complimented you on, Michelle. Like you or not, I've always said you know how to pull a fine ass man. But if Devin, I love that for you. And I'm gonna move on. Up next, are we at the daily? Oh, the Vacation Alliance. I don't know about you all. Tell me how you feel about it. It's cool when we outside of the show call it the Vacation Alliance. You know, I don't know who coined the term. It was not me. It came about somewhere on Twitter, but hearing them on the show. Wait, Davion, you said you didn't watch it. Oh, but Twitter spoiled it. I thought you was telling me not to spoil it. I said you might as well go ahead and click off the video. But anyway, hearing the challenge castmates talk about the Vacation Alliance and actually call it the Vacation Alliance, I was like, and then to hear Tori be like, it is a Vacation Alliance. It's me, Devin, it's Casey, and whoever else is in it, Josh. You know, we are running the game. We win every season. You know, we go on vacation and we win. And I was just like, it was kind of cringe to me. Like, we all know what it is, but to hear them actually talk about it, I was just like, it made me hate them even more. And I don't really hate the Vacation Alliance. I just think they made the show extremely predictable and boring. And I don't understand why people won't go against the Vacation Alliance, i.e. Kylan and Olivia. Like, y'all made it the dumbest game move ever, but we gonna get to that. We gonna get to that. Y'all made the dumbest game move ever, not putting in Tori and Devin. But we gonna get to that. But we just got Vacation Alliance, and I just was like, it just makes y'all seem even more whack to me. Anyway, let's get on to the daily challenge. We know the people who are team captains, they up for elimination if their team loses. Right, because everybody does want to be a member. I agree, Yvette. Everybody does want to be a member of the Vacation Alliance, and I don't understand why. They do win every season. They win it with CT. Whenever CT is one of the vacation crew partners, they win it. You got Tori and Devin. You had Casey and CT, and then Jordan got a turn to win it. They all take turns winning. They all take turns winning. It's not even fun anymore. They come on the show with a 16-person alliance, and see Jay and Michelle, y'all thought y'all was going to do a Vacation Alliance with y'all little finger pointing people last season, but it ain't work. It ain't work for y'all. The finger pointers didn't work. The vacation people come in strong. I don't know why they're intimidating to people. I can see KC. Nobody wants to go in elimination versus KC. Maybe the females don't want to go in against Tori, but who's scared of Josh? Like, he's just a tag along. Who's really scared of Devin? Like, I don't understand how they're so intimidating that people don't want to cross them. It baffles me. Baffles me. But anyway, let's move on into the daily challenge. Who's up for elimination? CT and Tina. Emily and Nehemiah. Shout out to Nehemiah later. Emily too. Shout out to everybody on the green team but Laurel and Bananas. I done forgot. Who the hell? Tori and Devin, Olivia and Kylan. They got to carry some huge ass wishbone through the jungle get some sandbags, balance them on a balance beam. It was not exciting. The best part of the other daily was CT and Tina losing their damn mind. First, they said, we going to stand the wishbone up. And as soon as they stood it up, Darrell was like, oh, my back. I was like, y'all know y'all old asses ain't about to haul this wishbone straight up through the jungle. And then they couldn't figure it out. Then when it was over, like era one is just losing everything. They're losing everything. Girl, y'all, I don't forgot to talk about all my hot topics. We'll get to them we'll come back to them. We'll get to the challenge hot topics at the end. But, you know, CT, Tina was like, y'all don't listen to me and tired of this. I can curse now. I'm tired of this shit. Y'all don't listen to me. And CT was like, your ass was the one wanting to go the short way. I said, let's go the long way. I said, look, y'all lost this from the beginning. Number one, everyone had the same size wishbone. Number two, y'all have the least amount of people to help carry the weight. Number three, you all are older, and I can call them older because I'm in the era one age range, and y'all backs are hurting, y'all knees are wore out, y'all tired. Y'all just, it's era four has youth on their side. It is what it is. It is what it is. And so era one lost. Don't they always lose? They better not lose next week with my girl Rachel, but don't they always lose? Era one lost and era four won. And so the vote is going to be between era 2 and 3. Now, the shady part is Laurel didn't try her best. And I can't stand a bitch like Laurel because she can do shady shit, but when other people do shady shit to her, she wants to play victim. I'll be your friend. I mean, I'll be cordial to you, but I ain't gonna be your friend. You put me in elimination. But bitch, you just tanked your team. You just didn't try in the daily. People can't come against you, but you can go against everybody else. I can't stand a bitch like Laurel. I want to be on the challenge so bad. I want somebody to cuss her ass out so bad. I can't wait till we get to that point. Let's just go ahead and hurry up and get through the episode because I really only want to talk about the elimination and the arguments because everything else was some BS. Now, at the beginning of the episode, we did see Nehemiah try to cut some kind of deal with Devin. And as soon as Devin started talking about, well, you know, I can't say yes or no to nothing without running it past Tori. Like, Tori is his fucking wife. Like, they done stood before the Lord and decided to make all decisions as one. Like, why do you guys... I can't stand that damn vacation crew. I can't stand it. What do you mean I got to run this past Tori first? I was like, Nehemiah, as soon as he said that to you, you should have took that as a nah, we ain't rocking with you and move on. And it did like he moved on to Corey. He went to Corey and Corey really ain't give him no peace of mind either. But I mean, I don't even know why you try. Castmates of the challenge, if you come across my video, number one, I really am nice. I curse a lot and I read you all a lot, but I like most of y'all. For the people that I do like, don't try to join the vacation crew. Let them people cruise and go to the all-inclusive resorts by themselves. Why can't y'all come up? It's like 6 of them. The cast is always about 30 to 45 people. It's 6 to maybe 7 of them. Why the rest of y'all don't come together and just take them out? Why does everybody want to be a part when you can create your own and dominate? They ain't the baddest bitches in the land. KC couldn't win one without CT. Tori couldn't win one without Devin, and only because that final was puzzle. Devin makes moves with them and sticks with them, so he can't make a deal. I don't care nothing about what Devin and Tori. Them people, we're not going to act like every deal that Devin has made on the challenge, he's stuck with. We're not going to act like these people don't cutthroat each other. We're not going to act like they are the poster picture of challenge loyalty. Like, y'all can kiss my entire ass. with that. I'm not saying y'all, I'm just saying y'all in general who think that way. I mean, I don't understand why people want to be a part of a crew. They need to be taking their asses out. But anyway, I mean, I guess y'all don't want to be sit on timeout like Cara, and then when Cara went against the powerhouse of the challenge, i.e. Bananas and Laurel, and y'all love to talk about how Cara and her cult, I ain't gonna call them no cult, but that's what y'all call them over there on the MTV, went against Bananas and Laurel, and then Cara had to sit on timeout for however many seasons. Like, maybe people are scared of that, but can we make the challenge good again? Can we, y'all gassing these people up just because they went on vacation together? I would pay them no, never mind. I'd be voting their asses in every time. Every week it'd be Laurel would be team captain, and every week Tori and Devin ass would be team captain. Every week. Okay, where are we at in the episode? Because I got mad for a little bit and I went off on a tangent. I was talking about Nehemiah. So we in the elimination room with the upside down sand thing, whatever that thing called. Y'all have to tell me what that damn thing called every week. What is it called? Time capsule? Sand machine? I don't know what that damn thing is called, but they flipped it over and it's time to deliberate. And Nehemiah Nehemiah, if you would have never had this conversation with Devin, you could have pulled it off, but I think Kylan and Olivia are some following ass people, so they probably wouldn't have went against Tori and Devin anyway. Thank you, Davion. What the hell is it called? An hourglass. Yes. Sand machine is something. Whatever that thing, an hourglass. Okay. So Nehemiah, if you would have never had this conversation with Devin, you might have could have pulled this off because you had the right point of view. The team captains of the Vacation Alliance is sitting right here. Why are you looking at me and Emily? We ain't even did shit. Our team don't even like us. They throwing challenges because of us. Go ahead and get the team captains of the vacation crew on up and out, Tori and Devin. But oh no, you know Devin is slick. He do know how to weasel his way through the game and make his deals. Yo, why are you throwing us up under the bus? You just tried to make a deal with the Vacation Alliance 2 days ago, but now all of a sudden you want to get rid of us? See, Nehemiah, you got caught up, but you ain't know how to flip it back. You could have been like, yeah, if we would have made a deal, we would have been cool. But since you ain't want to make the deal, F y'all. Y'all the team captains of the vacation crew, and y'all should go in. Like, you should have stood on business, Nehemiah, and you got a little bit tongue twisted because Devin got you caught up. And then Tori talking about, yeah, I ain't say it was all cool, so you know he got to check in with me first. Like, I would have. You got to stand on business and be like, I don't give a damn what deal we made 2 days ago. We talking about right here today. And yeah, I might have approached you for a deal, but did you take it? Did you take it? You saw Emily was like, was I there? Did you see me talking about a deal? I ain't saying nothing about no deal. Nehemiah, you should have stood on that because you had the right point of view, but you had the wrong team voting. Like CT and Tina would have pulled the trigger on a Vacation Alliance. But you had Kylan, who just want to get in where he fit in. He the one who was living all up in Todrick's house. Like, Kylan he just wants to be a part. Kylan just wants to be a part. Olivia, you see how she kisses ass. You had the wrong 2 people voting Nehemiah. They probably already knew who they were voting in before y'all even turned that hourglass over. So it was just something for us to watch on TV. But anyway, let's get to elimination. I agree with whoever said in the chat. Nehemiah should have made a video call to Wes. I agree. That's why Wes should have been on this season. Wes would have been able to steer Nehemiah in the right direction. And too bad Wes, whatever. We ain't going back there. I can't even remember who said it in the chat, because the chat is going in. Whoever said it, I agree with you. The elimination was extremely boring. I was like, really? We just gotta do some stuff on HGTV, take some nails out the board, and then nail them back in. I was like, wow. I said they really want to make sure anybody could win. Anybody could win this one. I mean, shout out to my guy Nehemiah for beating CT, but anybody could win this one. Anyway, what's her name? Tina is the dude, what they call it, DIY. She live at the Home Depot, whatever Tina was saying. She did some kind of magic with her nails. She went like bloop, and the whole board, she was like bloop, 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 and all her nails fell out. And I was like, well, damn, what Tina over there doing? And Emily trying to do the same thing. And she was like, well, shit. Now, let's get into this controversial statement. Because the cat's been talking shit on Twitter all day. And I ain't mad at it, because I was talking a little bit of shit on Twitter myself, in between working. But I was having a good time on Twitter today. Now, Theo was talking the most. I know we skipped over the argument. We're going to get through this damn episode and then get into the argument. Theo said, because somebody put it out there that, who cares? This is what Theo said. We should have won regardless of Laurel saying she threw the challenge. Possibly, but we'll never know. 2, he said Laurel is jokes. I don't know what that has to do with anything. In an argument, the point is to win, so don't start stuff you can't finish. Theo, I'm confused, because 1 second you got Kara's back, and now you saying don't start nothing you can't finish. I'm going to drag Theo in a little bit too, but we ain't at the argument. 4, why is Michelle's face so red? Why was Michelle's face so red? Wasn't nobody cussing you out, girl. And then 5, who nailed Tina's nails as they literally fell out? Now, that's the one I want to address right now. Theo has been tweeting all season so far, and I know it's only episode 4 or 5, that there's going to be some iffy elimination wins. Some, I don't know about that. And it really tells me, Theo, that I don't know what elimination it may be, but whenever Theo is put back into elimination, he gonna be in one of them iffy situations, because Theo has been calling out the elimination. He said, look, it's more to come. Now, Theo and Tina was getting into it. Tina said we had to flip a coin for what board we were assigned. So Tina is saying, look, the nails came out of my board. It might have been easy, but it's not like production said, Tina, that's your board. Emily, that's your board. They flipped a coin to see who got to stand where. Emily could have easily had that same board, is what Tina is saying. Theo is saying, yeah, not saying it's your fault, but whoever put the nails in only gave it 1 tap instead of 2, which is, he was saying, oh yeah, Tina cooked his ass. Let's go ahead and finish reading it. Tina said, next time I see you, we can go against each other. If I win on that one, is your ass going to cry foul then too? And then Tina then replied, can't see shit anyways, so his eyewitness testimony is questionable. I said, Tina, that's how you read somebody. Because see, if y'all don't recall, it don't seem like it, but didn't somebody poke Theo in the eye, and isn't one of his eyes fake? Allegedly, am I remembering the story correctly? Like, didn't he have an awful eye accident where he only has 1 eyeball? He might have got some good surgery where he got a new eyeball that looked real, but I think only 1 of them works, correct? So when Tina says Theo, and she added his ass. She didn't just reply in the comments. She said at Theo_Campbell 91. Can't see anyways. So his eyewitness testimony is questionable with one of the eyes you know, with one of them winky looking eyes. I said, Tina, you just read the shit out of Theo. I was at work cracking up. Cracking up. I think that's the last one that has to do with this, and then we're going to get into the argument. Let me see. Oh, no, we're going to get into this and then the argument. Theo, didn't you hear the tampon Tina stuff? Like, to me, Tina ain't the one to go at. Tina ain't the one to go at. Tina will drag you over here on Twitter, and I be getting in my life. Like, you should have piped down. You thought she got her nails out too quick. Cool, whatever. You should have let it go, Theo, because she just dragged you, and I was... Right, he had an accident, and he lost the eye. Anyway, we ain't gonna get on that man eyeball. He's still a good challenger, and he could see well enough to be back on the show. Or hell, he might have had some good surgery where, you know, they put the nerves back together. He might could see out of both eyes right now. I don't know. I really don't care. But anyway, elimination over Emily taking her ass home, and CT took his ass home, and it seemed like CT was ready to go anyway. I'm just saying, look like CT showed up for his check, and CT was over here on Twitter today with his new girlfriend with an ass out. And I said, oh, okay, CT, that's what we doing. All right. All right, CT, I see you. But anyway, these are the new team captains for next week. Brad volunteered, and Rachel ain't had no damn choice but to volunteer. She was the only other girl up there. I was so happy when Nehemiah said, Laurel, it's your ass. And Tina followed up with bananas, it's your ass. I would throw their asses in every week. Every week, Bananas and Laurel would be team captain. Every week. But anyway, Corey volunteered. Janae did some weird shit where she was like, I ain't volunteering. I'm like, bitch. They called out Janae. Of course, Josh volunteered. I guess he felt like he could beat Brad, Bananas, or Corey. You would have had a better time beating CT with them nails, but good luck, Josh. And Jenny was called out, and Jenny was all upset. I think I got a tweet about that. Jenny was all up. No, that's the wrong one. But anyway, Jenny, didn't you were the one who called out Nehemiah. Didn't you call out Nehemiah last week? So yeah, he called your ass out. Now, I don't understand why that purple jacket is getting a pass. I don't understand why y'all giving KC a pass. Purple jacket versus Janae seemed fair. But hell, Nehemiah wasn't going for fair. He wasn't looking at who ain't. I mean, you did kind of throw in Janae because she never been in. You could have threw in a purple jacket Nehemiah, but I ain't mad either way. Because the goal is to take out Laurel. And you probably didn't want to throw in your girl Naya. So you said, Janae, it's your turn. You should have threw Tori ass back in. I ain't seen no sex tape. Now, why y'all talking about a sex tape? Now, don't be putting allegedly, because I don't know nothing about no sex tape. But I did see him with his girlfriend on the Instagram with an ass out. And I said, all right, CT. I ain't read the comments, though, so I don't know what that was all about. But anyway, that's what's going on next week. I don't care. I did see where Cara said, as soon as TJ blow the whistle, she gonna sit down, crisscross, applesauce, and good luck Laura winning the challenge by yourself. I would throw that shit too, Cara. Y'all whole team should throw the shit and let Bananas and Laurel figure it out by themselves. I promise I would. I promise my whole squad would be sitting on the ground when TJ blew that whistle. But it kind of looked like Bananas is gonna get it out because Derek done broke his damn leg. That's not a spoiler. That was in the damn episode, in the previews. It looked like Derek done broke his damn leg, so the men might get out of elimination next week. Bananas' lucky ass, I would throw his ass right back in. I would throw Bananas' ass right back in. But anyway, it's going to be interesting to see amongst the ladies who takes it next week, because I feel like whoever... It seems obvious that Era 1 is used to losing. I hope Era 4 wins it. I can see Era 4 throwing in Janae. I don't know. I just hope don't nobody throw Janae out there and it be like an easy week for Janae to get out. We'll see. But anyway, let's get to the fight. It wasn't really a fight. It was oh, you can't be targeted consecutive weeks. I feel like if you didn't win, like who won this week? Olivia and Kylan, they should be the only ones safe from being team captain again because they won. Everybody else should be fair game. I would throw their asses in every week. I don't think that's fair. But anyway, looking at the preview, I see a lot of running, so I think Era 3 will win. So Janae will probably be safe. Ooh, and Janae, you better throw Laurel bitch ass in against Rachel or Jenny. You better. Anyway, let's get to the argument. We've been 30 minutes in and we got to get to the point at hand. So the conversation starts with, for whatever reason, the Purple Jacket and Laurel want to have a conversation about Ride or Dies. And I don't know if the Purple Jacket was apologizing or saying we could still be friends or whatever the hell. And Laurel was like, look, bitch, I could be cordial with you. I know how to come on this show and we could, have a good time and he and ha ha. But a friend is a little bit too much. Now, I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I was with Laurel on that. I was like, bitch, everybody ain't got to be your damn friend. Bitch, you threw me in 2 times and sent me home. Yeah, it's a game, but I'm in my feelings. Everybody else in their feelings over the game. I'm in my feelings over the game too. I don't want to be your friend. Ain't you over there screwing Devin? Go be his friend. Go be in his face. I ain't got no issue with you, but I ain't got to be all in your face neither. Now, that was the only time I was with Laurel. That was the only time. Absolutely, Cara, you should have stayed out of that. You wasn't on Ride or Dies. You don't know. I mean, I wasn't mad at Michelle for throwing in, I'm not mad at Michelle for throwing in Laurel and Jack and making game moves or nothing like that. That was 2 seasons ago. We don't care. But I also don't have to be your friend because of it. Yeah, girl, you got one up on me. You got me out the game. I don't want to be your friend. Period. And here Cara in the background. I see Laurel. She's being nice to Michelle 1 minute and willing her in. And then she's bitching her out the next minute. I didn't feel like Laurel was yelling at Michelle or... And mind you, I wasn't in the house. We don't know the whole context of that Laurel and Michelle conversation or their interactions in that castle to see what Cara was picking up on. But I will say... I was just with Laura on that. Bitch, I don't want to be your friend. And we 40, 50 years old, or they younger than me. So they 30, 40 years old. I don't have to be your friend. Purple Jacket. I mean, Laurel gave us the nickname that I can never let go. Like, she read that lady just by calling out the color of her garment. And I can't let that go. And I was going up for Laurel for that. Purple Jacket. Purple Jacket. I got beef with the Purple Jacket. Oh, she was yelling at her before that. Okay, who cares? I don't care. Anyway, bitch yelling. Look, I'm telling y'all one thing right now. Y'all need to get a backbone. Y'all need to get a backbone because it ain't no way Laurel could walk around the castle like she the big bad wolf. She could yell at people and do whatever she want to do, and ain't nobody gonna cuss her out back. Michelle, you could talk shit to... I've heard you cuss people out on the internet before, Michelle. You have a backbone. Now, I ain't going to bring it up. But I've heard you put some people together or try to put some people in a place that are bigger, stronger, and taller than you before. on the Twitter Spaces. Now, maybe you got them together because it was a Twitter Space, but I've heard you, Michelle. You ain't got no problem using your words. So I don't know why you get in front of Laurel's face and act like, I just want to be your friend. Can't we just be friends? Oh, I was I did say that. But anyway, the point at hand, Dejan, you brought it up. I ain't bring it up. I ain't say no names. Let's move on from the article of clothing. But in that context, I had no problem telling the purple jacket she want to be her friend. Now, what we need to talk about is this, because the way the edit showed it, I gotta find the tweet. The way the edit showed it, it showed that like Cara came in, hugged the purple jacket for whatever reason she wanted to hug her. I don't care. Who cares? Cara like Michelle. She could like Michelle. I don't care. Anyway, she gonna do you dirty, Cara. I wouldn't trust the ass. That's one person I would let be on the island by herself. But you know what? Clean slate. The edit showed us that Laurel was in, is that their kitchen? Was that our first glance at the kitchen? Because that looked like the dungeon. Do they have to go to the dungeon to make a sandwich? Anyway, I'm starting to kind of see what Jordan was talking about. Because I'm like, is this a closet? Is this supposed to be their kitchen? It ain't even have no lights in there. It ain't even have no lights. Anyway, the edit made it seem that's their kitchen. I guess. It made it seem like Laurel just wanted to make a sandwich and Cara wanted to come pick a fight and was like, bitch. Cara ain't say no curse words, but y'all know how I retell the story. She was like, bitch, you being mean and you ain't shit. Like, made it seem like Cara just out of nowhere came and got in Laurel's face and like, bitch, I ain't scared of you. What's up? No. We're going to look at this tweet from the person that's playing both sides. Theo said, I was there for the entire argument, start to finish. It was way more brutal than the edit. We already know that. Was very sad to watch because it was an argument that couldn't be won on either. Wait, this ain't the right tweet. It was a race to the bottom. Oh, big up to Era. What? This ain't the right tweet. Damn it. Stop sharing that one. There was a tweet of Theo's. I done put the wrong one in the slide. But where he said he was there for the entire thing and the argument started upstairs. Or was that I've been watching a lot of Instagram lives today. I don't know if you all have been on Twitter and watching the uploaded interviews of the cast talking about this situation as they can. It sounds like an Ashley situation where some legalities are in there, some NDAs, and they can't really say exactly what went down. And I think, pause. We're going to come back to it, but I just got to say my point of view on this. Pause. If people are nasty enough to do something out of their character, which I really feel like this is Laurel's character. She wasn't out of her character. But if people can be nasty enough to say it in the moment, knowing they're on a reality television show and there's cameras all around them and production is standing in between them like, bitch, calm down. If they can still say what they want to say, y'all should be able to show it. Why are you protecting this lady? Why are you saying for legal reasons, y'all can't say nothing. You can only say this. Everybody in the cast is same thing with Ashley and whatever she did to Josh. Like we could speculate, but we don't really know. Now, Cara did put it out there, but anyway, let me go back to the point before we go too far. But I just wanted to say that about production. I don't like how people have to be so protect Laurel. Why not protect the person that was cut down, that had to leave the house for 3 days and get therapy, which I am happy that they have mental help on site, but she had to go to a hotel for 3 days to recover. But we gonna protect the big bad wolf. Anyway, I forgot how the argument started. But what I did know is the body language. When Laurel gets upset, you notice she didn't start with her vile words. She started with physical intimidation. Laurel is clearly at least a good 8 to 12 inches taller than Cara. She might be a whole foot taller than Cara. So if somebody is in your face and they a foot taller than you, looking down on you, that's the same as somebody walking up on you as you sitting down. That's an intimidation. That's why when you see people on a reality show reunions, or you see people sitting and somebody walk up on them like that, you immediately stand up, which is why you saw Cara at one point get on her tippy toes, because that is an intimidation factor. I'm walking up on you. You're here and I'm here. Now, even though Cara wasn't sitting when Laurel came up, Laurel knows she's so much bigger than all of these ladies. And that's not her fault, but she's tall and huge. She used her body as an intimidation. You point one finger, it's 3 fingers pointing back at you. Shut up, girl. That wasn't hurting nobody's feelings, all of this. You coming in my face, standing over me like this, and you know I ain't but 5'2" tall and you 6'8". Bitch, you're trying to intimidate me by your size, because number one, what you doing in my face? Why you got your finger in my face? See, if it was a black girl, they would have been fighting. If it was Nia, if that was Nia and Laurel, but see, Laurel ain't gonna do that shit to Nia. They would have been fighting, because that's just self-defense number one. People can't come tower over you. Your first reaction is going to be, bitch, get out my face. It's going to be some, we fighting. But she know Cara isn't going to fight her, so she's trying to make her feel small with her size, number one. But when Cara got on them tippy toes and like, bitch, I ain't backing down to you. I ain't scared of you no more. That's when she verbally attacked her with, now these are Cara's words, so I ain't got to say allegedly. I don't know exactly what was said, but y'all, I'm sure everybody's seen the video going around TikTok and Twitter of Cara's statement, where Laurel threw and mimicked people that have abused her in past relationships in her face. Do I have a picture of the cast? I don't think I took a picture, uploaded a picture of the cast, but y'all all seen the picture of the cast. I don't think when they was doing that 1 finger and 3 pointed back at you, I don't think the cast, you know how everybody on the show got up and was like, and got up and ran to that kitchen. I swear that looked like the dungeon. But anyway, I think when Laura went in and started putting that past abuse in her face, especially when she said, and Paulie. Now, I don't know what Paulie has done anything to Cara. I don't think he has, but I think we don't know what was said. I would have loved to be a fly on the wall and heard what was said. But we ain't gonna never know exactly what was said. But I think once she put Paulie's name out there, I think Laurel probably threw Nicole's name out there. And then Laurel came in with the jugular, because you know her soft spot is that damn Nicole. I don't know what kind of strap on that Nicole has, but Laurel is addicted to it. I mean, addicted to it. I don't know what Nicole has done to this lady, but you have got her sprung and she has lost her ever loving mind, because I don't know why she ever got back with you. Yep. Cara said you was gaslighting me. She was trying to gaslight her. She was trying to. But I'm telling you, that's really low. That's really low, because I don't like how the edit made it seem like they arguing, like, you ain't never been there for me. Cara, I was there for you. And then it flipped to a video. What was I don't know which version of Rivals that was, but it was 13 years ago. The only video footage you have of Laurel being kind and having Cara's back was from 13 years ago. How about What Have You Done For Me Lately? Rivals 2, a good old Janet Jackson song. What have you done for me lately? Okay, yeah, you had my back 13 years ago. What you want, a cupcake? A hug? A pat on the back? Ma'am, you stood up to Wes once, but what have you... Wes today probably has Cara's back more than Laurel does. And Wes was the one who was... Cara was defending. Laurel was defending. Whatever. I don't know what Kyle has done to Cara. Allegedly, it was some kind of abuse. I've never heard anything about Kyle. But mind you, I wasn't following everybody, Twitter and Instagram back then like that. I have heard alleged rumors about things from Abram. Because I'm telling you, that man looked kind of crazy on the show back then. I was a little bit worried back then on the show. But I have heard alleged things. But whatever it was, to go to someone's darkest moments, especially when you got your own shit with some past relationships, to go there and throw that in somebody's face. And they said she didn't just bring it up. Like, that's why so-and-so whooped your ass or whatever. I don't know what the alleged rumors were. I'm just talking shit. But to not only just throw it in somebody's face, but to mock them and mimic how they abused you in your face. It's low down and dirty. You can tell because they split the screen to this dumbass video of the West pouring the soda thing, and Laura was like, don't ever do that to my friend Cara. You know my friend, I got your back, whatever. 13 years ago. 13. And then Cara brings up, but what about All Stars 4? And Laura was like, this is all because I beat you? No, bitch. She's saying, I had your back on All Stars 4 when you was in the closet crying about that bitch Nicole. I was the one woo, 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 woo. But when she brought that strap on back out, you done lost your mind again and wanted to attack me. That's why you can't get involved in people's bullshit in their current relationships, because they always, once they get that good loving back, they gonna go back with their partner. Until they really completely done over, it's through. Don't get involved in that shit. Let people act the fool by themselves. Let people act the fool by themselves. So why is Pauly all friendly with Kyle on IG? Like I said, I don't know if it has anything to do with Kyle. That's what the Twitter streets has been saying. It could all have to do with Abram. Twitter has alleged that it has some things to do with Kyle. I've never heard anything about Kyle doing anything abusive to Cara. We all know from the show that Kyle cheated on Cara. We know that. But so everything is alleged. I don't know shit. I just know Cara said she used abuse from past relationships and put it in my face. That's what Cara said. She didn't say any names. She was in a lot of past relationships. We don't know which one. But Laurel, you ain't shit. And I think you ruined your reputation this season to the point where people are saying they don't even want to see you back on the show. I don't even think the way the cast looked stunned, like the way Corey in the moment looked and turned and walked off was like, this too much. Because the challenge cast, they love a good fight. They love a good argument. They love some good mess. But it's a certain way you could, at some point, Laurel, you could have been the bigger person and just walked off with your damn sandwich. Whatever happened to kiss my ass and walking off? I don't know. I didn't like the way that went down. I don't like when people play with other people's mental health. I didn't like how the entire house rallied around Cara. It was very clear that whatever Laurel said was below the belt nasty. Because people who ain't never really came to Cara's defense, the entire house, even now on Twitter, people who have never been Team Cara, people who've always been in the middle, are rallying around Cara. And the only fools on Twitter and in the house that want to talk about it's 50-50. They both to blame. At some point, I have her, Funky Dineva says it all the time. And I do agree. You can't do stuff to people and then get mad at how mad they get. You can't police how mad people get. I agree. But if we go by the entire account, they said that argument started upstairs. Cara didn't come downstairs and just pick an argument with Laurel. They had been fighting for 2.5 hours. I ain't got that kind of time to argue with nobody for 2.5 hours. After about a good 15 minutes, I done said what the fuck I had to say and I'm walking off. And if it ever gets to the point where I feel like once you got like this, I'm picking up the next chair and we going down to Montgomery on your ass. You're not about to tower over me like this. You saw what Cynthia did to Portia. We don't do that towering stuff. And I'm not arguing with you for 2.5 hours. It's never that deep. I don't have that much breath. And I like to talk, but I'm not arguing with no one for 2.5 hours. I don't think they're both to blame. A statement was made, and I think Cara said it. They both can be the blame for the argument, but at one point, Laurel hit below the belt, took it way too far, and for that, it's not okay. It's not okay. That's like saying, and as much as I like to say I would go Montgomery boat brawl on people with a chair, I'm really not a violent person. I'm really am not. I have not been in a fight in decades, since my 20s. Once I hit my 30s, yeah. I haven't had any kind of physical situation with anyone since my 20s. And that's early 20s. I think since I've lived in Atlanta, I moved from Montgomery to Atlanta when my son was 1. So I might have been 26, 25, 26. I haven't had any kind of thing like that. And so that's damn near 20 years ago. I'm the type of person where I would have walked away. At some point, I would have eventually walked away. So I said that all to say, if somebody get in your face and get to cussing you out and y'all get to having words and then somebody haul off and slap you, is that okay? Or are you going to say, well, you shouldn't have been running your mouth and you wouldn't have got slapped? No, technically, these are 30, like these ladies are in their 30s, upper 30s, mid to upper 30s. At some point, somebody could have walked away. You can't always make excuses for people's bad behavior. You can't say, oh, well, y'all both was talking shit and you got slapped. Y'all 50-50 to blame. No, someone should have said enough is enough and walked away. Enough is enough. Now, what's really sad to me, and I'm just going to give my opinion on it. I don't know how. It depends. Cara, I'm going to tell you one thing. You got some people in that house that care about you, but ain't none of them no true friends. I have true friends. True friends. If somebody was to hit below the belt on one of my true friends, it ain't no production that got to get involved. Now you got 2 mouths to handle. Now you got to work on number 1 and number 2 because I'm stepping in. And I felt like nobody stepped in for Cara. Nobody said, I mean, Michelle tried to tag in a little bit, the purple jacket. You were just yelling at me. Shut up. But nobody, not Nan, Mel, like, where was CT? CT couldn't be like, Laurel, that's enough. Everybody talking about, I love Cara. That's my little sister. Darrell. I mean, I guess Era 1 was in the bed sleep. Era 1 had to be in the bed sleep. Okay, let's get to the side. Because at the end of the day, like I said, most of the house rallied around Cara. The only 2 people in Laurel's face is Kylan and Theo. Kylan is always on the wrong side of what's right. Like, he's always picking the wrong road, Kylan. Like, some people just gonna 50-50 your ass. Some people just want to be neutral. I can understand not wanting to pick a side, but I'm not gonna sit in Laurel's face and make it seem like what she said and did was okay. Like, no, like, you always on the wrong road, Kylan. Theo, I don't get Theo. I don't understand him because in some tweets, he's Team Cara. He's backing up the things Cara said, like the fight started upstairs and they brought the fight downstairs. It wasn't like Cara came looking for Laurel. They had been fighting in one location and then moved to a next. So he backs certain things up, but then he say dumb shit like, don't start nothing you can't finish. I didn't, like, if we take it all the way back to the point where Cara just really Cara ain't say shit to Laurel. Cara was in there being nosy as any other challenge cast mate would be if 2 people are in a room having some kind of interesting, theatrical, maybe heated conversation. Cara came in to listen like anybody else would have came in to listen. And she jumped into the purple jacket and said, I like purple jackets. Give me a hug. Then Laurel got in her feelings and it popped off. Cara ain't say shit to Laurel. She said something to the damn purple jacket. Now, I wouldn't have said shit to her ass, but that's a whole nother conversation. Theo is objective. He's looking at things case by case instead of this dumb thing, Cara. No, boo, why I gotta be dumb? Because I'm Team Cara. Forget Laurel. I don't have to see Laurel again. Laurel showed her true colors all season. She was already a hater. She started the shit, number 1. She threw Cara in, her and Bananas, elimination number 1. Then when Darrell had some get back and threw her dumb ass in and made her team captain, then he had to talk about, well, that's what you get for getting massages from Emily and trying to mess up his marriage. You married, you shouldn't be getting massages. She been a hater all season. This is just the icing on the cake. Her ass been hating all season. And what I really don't like is Bananas, because Bananas was very clear, because I listened to him and Emily, and he tried to gaslight Emily in that interview, and Emily was like, Laurel went too far. Fuck all that little sister, big sister shit. Laura went too far. And she called Bananas out in his face. Because Bananas on his podcast, he admitted he was with production in confessional interviews, whatever they call it. He didn't hear any of the argument. He admitted on his, I believe it was an Instagram live, whatever him and Emily was doing. He said he didn't hear any of the argument. All of the information he got about what went down between Cara and Laurel was secondhand. Banana said that out of his own mouth. He wasn't there for any of it. But when the show comes on, production puts out the confessional of the one person that didn't hear any of it, talking all this bullshit. They big sister, little sister, and Cara just really wants to show the big sister something else, and Laurel just wants to keep Cara and the littles. Like, he talking all this bullshit, and you were not there. You were not there, sir. Production, why are we listening to anything Bananas has to say about this situation when he was not there? And he's on every platform, on Instagram, Twitter, everywhere. He's talking about big sister, little sister, you know. Shut the F up. I hope Bananas and Laurel go home next week. I really do. Dejan, how you get Team Michelle out of everything I just said this whole video? I don't even understand how you got to that conclusion. I don't get it. I did give her a clean slate a little bit. I think she lost it episode 1. I think she got on my nerve episode 1. I can't recall, but for the most part, her slate is clean. But that don't mean I'm on her team. I mean, I don't know where you got that from. Laurel saying Cara was harping on Laurel throwing her in day 1, but she was She was harping on Michelle doing some shit 2-3 years ago. At least 2 seasons ago. Laurel has always been a hypocrite. Always. I forgot to go through my slides. Oh, well. Real quick, y'all. Do I really want to put this up here? I'm going to let Laurel live on this one. I'm going to let her live. Let's go back to the happier slides that I forgot about at the beginning. And then I'm going to get up off of here because what time is it? I think I'm going to order something from a restaurant and I have to go pick it up because that's the one little restaurant in my hometown that doesn't, not on or DoorDash. Everybody else done got on DoorDash with them, but it's whatever. Let's wait a minute. Hold on. They said something about my fantasy football team. I got an inactive player in my lineup. Oh, hold on. Real quick. Wait, what happened to my team? Has the Thursday night game come on yet? I do got somebody inactive. They play tonight. I got 10 minutes. Hold on. Big Brother on. Yeah, y'all go watch me. I'll do the hot top. Okay. I do the hot topics tomorrow. It wasn't number pictures of Kellyanne's wedding and a Big Brother announcement, but we'll talk about Big Brother tomorrow night. And I'll be honest, I ain't watched a single second. I haven't watched a single second, not 0.25 of a second of Big Brother this week. But I'm gonna get with Really Be tomorrow and talk about it. I don't care, but we're going to talk about it. Am I anti-Laurel? Wait. No, Dejan, get over that. You know who else wasn't there? Everyone in these comments. Yeah, y'all here acting like you were in Vietnam and witnessed the whole thing. I wish I could have been a fly on the wall. I wish I could have been. I don't know how to act, y'all. I wish I could have been a fly on the wall and heard what really went down. But you know what? I'm just going to go by the one thing. Whatever Cara Maria said in that video was enough information for me to know Laurel ain't shit. That was enough. And I wasn't there, but that's what I'm going by. And Laurel ain't denied. But let me get off of here, y'all. I got to hurry up and do an ad drop on my fantasy football team. So, like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for the support. This was fun. I gave y'all a good hour. Wait, I'm going out tomorrow night, so I'm not going to be with Really Be for Big Brother. But over the weekend, we'll do a quick Big Brother chat, and I probably ain't gonna watch the episodes. I'm just gonna talk about what I seen on Twitter because I don't care. It sounds like TT going home tonight anyway. I don't care. Anyway, I'll holler at y'all. Fantasy football time. I'm a mess. Have a good night, y'all. See y'all Saturday. I will see y'all Saturday for Survivor and Big Brother and everything else I can come up with. Have a good one, y'all. Bye. Catch me on Twitter, too. I'm going to be tweeting tonight. Bye.